back, Showroom 71. I decided to come up with that name because this is basically like my showroom, you know, showroom full of cards in my collection. And lately, my number to wear for hockey has been 71. So I just decided to combine those and, you know, come up with a sick logo, a cool introduction, and, you know, put it on the video so that there's some kind of title to this whole entire sequence that we're doing. I got some new cards that I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to open them up right now. Excited to show you guys. It's going to be a good addition to my hockey collection. And then, yeah, we'll just go from there. Probably going to be a short video, but we'll circle back and just, you know, open these up together. All right. So this is the first one. This one actually came from Illinois. This is where I found it. Hey, Bubba. You're good. If I was going to cut something, I would probably actually cut the card, and that's something that I need to avoid at all times. Alright. This one I'm really happy about, and kind of the reason why I wear 71 is because Ilya Kovalchuk. Check out this one. Isn't this sick? Look at that. If you can see that. SP Authentic. I thought that was pretty sick. But yeah, Ilya Kovalchuk, man. Sick ass player. I started seeing some more highlights of him as I was getting into hockey again, which was about like 2 years ago. And you know, I started seeing his highlights, and he's just a sick player. But he usually wears 17. 71 is when I seen like some of his highlights. I was like, oh, I think that's gonna be my new number. You know, my favorite number before was Paul Kariya, which is number 9. Or my favorite number before was number 9 because of Paul Kariya. Let me retract that. Yeah, he's Paul Kariya is the shit too. And I'll show you guys a card that I have of him. So Paul Kariya. You know, I have a couple of him, but number 9 was like my number for a long time. But you know, times change, and I wanted to switch it up. You know. Dude, my dad was ahead of his time when he was collecting these cards, for sure. Let me see, I just saw it right now. Oh, look at this. I didn't even know Paul Kariya had a brother playing in the NHL. Or actually, is he in the NHL? Yeah, he was playing on the Canucks, I think. Let me see. Yeah, so it was Steve Kariya. So Steve Kariya, Paul Kariya's brother. I actually have a card of them on here. I think that's his brother, Steve Kariya. It doesn't even tell you like what brother this is. But it's a Kariya brothers card. Has Paul Kariya on here. Oh yeah, Steve. So that's gonna be it. There's a little bit of a glare, but it says here that Paul faced off against his brother Steve for the first time in the NHL on 12/8/99. The matchup between Anaheim and Vancouver ended in a 2-2 tie. That's weird. It ended in a 2-2 tie. What the heck? I thought they would at least go to like a shootout or overtime. Oh. I have to look up that game. All right, this one's pretty interesting. All right, so when I was playing hockey growing up, I played at the California Stars out in Ontario because I lived like literally up the block. Anatoly Semenov, yeah, he owned Center Ice that was over there off of Holt and Plum next to Andy's in Ontario. And that's where I primarily grew up playing hockey, ice hockey in particular. Yeah, probably some of the most fun years of my life too. Most competitive for sure. But yeah, my dad has a signed card when he was playing on the Oilers, so we have that card as well. So, and he played in the USSR too, and I believe he got a couple gold medals. But yeah, he was actually drafted to the, or not drafted. He was actually brought over to the Ducks in 1993, which is pretty cool. Which is the year I was born. But he owned the ice rink, from what I remember. But yeah, my dad actually has a card of his when he was on the Oilers, and it's signed. So that's pretty cool too. So if that one pops up, I'll show you guys. But open up this one. This one I bought from Edmonton. So come up from Edmonton. Right. So this one is a Johnny Gaudreau auto rookie card. 0 parallel 2 out of 25. Let me take off this wrap. I just wanted to show you guys as soon as I got it out of the bag. I think this was pulled out of Black Diamond. Oh, it was pulled out of the cup. This is fire. Look at that. Probably get it graded. But this is a sick one. Looks pretty pristine. Oh man, yeah. That's sick. Johnny Gaudreau. So unfortunately he passed away in a bike accident with his brother, but he was just such a sick, like, American hockey player. So yeah, I just had to pick it up just to, you know, have it in the collection. You know, yeah, I think this is dope. Johnny Gaudreau. Yeah, this is his rookie card. I think this is a great addition. If people know, they know. Like, you have to have a Johnny Gaudreau card in your collection for sure. Like, I was eventually going to buy one, but I think this was a good choice to pick. Johnny Gaudreau, 2 out of 25, auto. I just got to go get it graded, and, you know, I think this one's going to be... This is just a good addition to the collection. And I don't think I'll ever get rid of this one. This one's just going to stay in the family forever. And honestly, some of these might be worth something, some of them might not, but I don't really plan to sell anything. I'm just a collector at this point, you know. Some of them might be long-term, like good long-term investments, but personally, now every time I get these cards, I don't even want to get rid of them anymore. But look at this one, Luc Robitaille. And I think my cousin actually has a signed stick by him when he went to Planet Hockey over in Westco, I think it was. And I remember he had it on his wall for like the longest. Yeah, sick cards. All right, last one. All right, let's just cut this one. I really enjoy making these videos, man. Or maybe I'm just like really bored because I broke my ankle. All I do is work, which I love, and collect these cards. But I'm into a lot of different stuff, so it's just like, once I get into something, it's just like full send. But now it's time to get into stuff that's a little safer. All right. Oh shit. I honestly don't even know what this is. What the heck? I thought it was going to be just a regular card, but look, it's a pack. Alright. This is me being foolish of what I buy online, but I think the guy threw the card in here of what I actually got, which is, yep, right here. And I guess he threw in some of these other cards, which are pretty cool, by SP Authentic. So I think these are just like regular base cards. That's one. Two. Matthew Tkachuk, SP Authentic. It's a good one. Keep that one for show. Byfield. Fire. Charlie. Lindgren. Matthew Coronado. Ooh, Brad Marchand. Sick. I'm stoked on that one. Base card, but it is what it is. Pasternak. And Rasmus Dahlin. And the one that I actually bought that I really wanted was this one. Adam Klapka. I showed you guys earlier another one that I have, but it's not signed. It's just a parallel that has the Garmin on there. Got 2 of them now. So yeah, so those are my come-ups that I bought online. So yeah, Johnny Gaudreau, stoked on that one. Adam Klapka. Ilya Kovalchuk. This was my favorite. Yeah, I guess that kind of wraps it up. I'm going to sleeve these up. Yeah, right now I'm trying to take all of them out of the binders that my dad used to have them in because they're super dusty. So I bought a shitload of top loaders that I probably didn't need to get. And a lot of these probably don't need to go in top loaders, but I'm at least going to sleeve them. But it's just, you know, still for the fun of collecting, you know. Keeps me busy. And this one's sick. Brad Marchand. I was just thinking about like getting something of his, but this works. I mean, he just went to, I mean, not just went to, but he's on the Panthers now, so it's cool to have a Bruins card of his. I don't know what other box I want to get. I'm like in between. They're about to launch like I think a SP Authentic with like photos from the 4 nations, which I'm really excited about. So I got one of those boxes, but I was debating to get like another one, so this shit could get super costly, so I'm trying to avoid that. Yeah, for the most part, I'm pretty hyped on just this new little venture that I'm on. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I think I could create some pretty cool videos. Simple videos, you know? I'm trying to just make videos that I could just, you know, set up the camera, set up some cool lighting, and then record some shit and share what I learned along the way. And keep in mind, I'm not an expert at this at all. It's just what I learned on ChatGPT and what I learned online and through YouTube videos of what to get, what not to get, what to look for. You know, I'm not going to be trying to buy all this, you know, random boxes to see if I could pull something. But for the most part, if I see something I like on eBay that I feel in my gut, in my heart that I really want to get, I'm probably going to hop on it just to have it, you know. Base card, but still, I think it's pretty dope. The emblem is pretty cool, the Bruins emblem. But yeah, I have like this whole mess over here. Look at all this. All the cards, put them all in top loaders. They probably don't need to all be in there, but I just honestly like the way it feels. And then it's crazy because like you could get like different size top loaders, which is pretty cool. So I cut this out and put it in a sleeve so I could use it as as a measuring stick, because it tells you all the different points that you could get. So I've been kind of experimenting with that. Obviously, you don't want it to be completely like the exact size of it. You want it to be probably like a size bigger. So say if my card fits perfect in like the 108, you probably want to get like a 138, you know, so it doesn't like compress the card. Yeah, but yeah, all my thick cards are now in top loaders, which is pretty cool. This is the one I think I showed you on the last video. But dude, this stack is ridiculous. And I did a bunch of basketball cards that I'll probably go over. I don't even know if they're worth anything, but I really don't care. Like this one's pretty sick. This one has Harper, Jordan, and Kerr. That was pretty cool. That's a random one, but yeah. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it. I think then the next video I'll probably talk about just like some of the cars that I have and how I remember how I got them with my dad. I do have like these Wayne Gretzky cards that I have that are signed and some like photos of when we were playing at the Wayne Gretzky out in Upland, which I'll just probably talk briefly about. But for the most part, yeah, like, subscribe if you like these videos. Just let me know in the comments of maybe what else you want to see, or even let me know what kind of box I should probably buy. You know, that would be super helpful. I know the popular ones are like the Black Diamond, the Cup, which is like stupid expensive, which I'm kind of not down, but if someone says, yo, you should do the Cup opening, I'll probably be down. You know, I ain't no bitch. So that's pretty much it. Like, subscribe. Thanks for the love. Peace.